السلام عليكم شباب، شلونكم؟ شو اخباركم؟ طبعا اليوم الفلوج مالتنا يختلف. اليوم رايحين على المحيط الأطلسي. اليوم رايحين نشوف البفنز، هذا طائر.
To form the southern tip of the Avalon Peninsula, running from about Cape St. Mary's to Cape Bonavista. Again, it's unique geology to North America. It's the same geology that you would find in Northwest Africa. The rock in Gibraltar is the same sort of material. In the British Isles, Ireland, Scotland and England, all made of the same stone. And again, you can see the angle of the land, how it's pushed up in its process known as tectonic shifting. And the plates of land have been pushing, and they continue to push along at about a rate of about an inch or so annually. Now, as we get further along, you're going to see right here, we're at what we call Island Cove. Now, Island Cove is a little spit of land that's separated from the mainland to form a sea stack. And as we get around the corner here, you're going to see some more dramatic examples of that. So get your cameras ready. And look, the sun is coming out. What do you want? When it gets, that's what happens to the rocks here. When the sun comes out, it splits the rocks. What have we got? A puffin. Oh, thanks be to God. Only 499,000 left to go. Well, before I leave you, I'm going to share a little bit of our O'Brien Irish heritage with you. Our family came here around 1720. There's a whale. 11 o'clock. What did you see? Turn around, we got the job done. And there goes a black guillemot. See that? First cousin of the cup. No one cares. There's a whale over here. No one could give it. Now, as you make your way, guys, if you don't have that perfect viewing position, because we can only put the whale on one side or the other, keep in mind that downstairs there's absolutely nobody. Everybody's upstairs, so you have exactly the same rail space. You can go down there and get yourself a whelfie, which is a selfie with a whale. That's a minke whale, all right? And it's a nice little creature to have a quick look at because they are, again, members of the baleen whale family. That's what we see here annually. There it is again. Nice little look at it. They get up to about 25 feet. And they usually weigh close to a ton per foot.
1 o'clock, have a look.
1 o'clock, what do you got over there? Did you see a blow? That's what we're looking for.
Splash.
Yeah, there is something there at 1 o'clock, Joe. It might be dolphins. Might be dolphins. But we're gonna ease our way into this beautiful situation.
طبعا هاي الجزيرة بها تقريبا نص مليون هذا الطير البفن، وتقريبا 4 ملايين طير متنوع يجون يتكاثرون بهاي. اكو جزر هنا تقريبا يجون يتكاثرون بيها. طبعا اليوم شوية هم الجو غيم وضباب، شوية ببارد يعني. طبعا هاي جزيرة بعدها تقريبا ربع ساعة. هذا الحوت. اوه شوف هذا الحوت المنكي لاحقنا بس ما يتغرب.
Humpback whales are more like Newfoundlanders. They're nosy. But these minkies, they kind of go scope out their business, and they can come by and have a look at you, and then you might not see them again.
There it is.
But they don't show a visible spout. But you can hear them as they come to the surface. You can hear them taking their breath. And these are gulp filter feeders, which means they do not have teeth. They consume their food by taking vast quantities of water and bait fish into their mouths, and then they have a little substance hanging from their mouth, the roof of their mouth, called baleen, sheets of it. It's like nature's fiberglass, and it has hair-like fragments on the ends, which allows them to, with their tongue, to extract the water and separate the water from the fish. Now these whales are here to feast on capelin, and capelin being a schooling bait fish is perfect food for them. They're only going to eat about 3 times their body weight while they're here. These animals get up to about 20 to 25,000 pounds. So in a couple of months they're going to eat somewhere between 50 and 60,000 pounds. A humpback is going to go closer to, well, they're about 40 to 50 feet in length, and they weigh a ton per foot. So they're going to eat a lot more, a much larger creature. Look at that sun trying to break out. This is a perfect day. Notice at the size of the egg. It's large. It's a 3-egg omelet with one of those that you don't have to eat all day. But the reason it's so large, it's actually 1/3 the body size of the female when she lays it. Putting that into perspective, a 100-pound human would have to give birth to a 33-pound child. Yikes is right. But the development of chick occurs within the egg more so, and so they have a longer gestation as a result. That's my agent. Someone's calling. Look up at the top, guys. Look at those pointy bills. Now, have I got any real cool, like really major bird watchers here? Because I'm going to show you something very cool now. We're going to stop the boat right here at 9 o'clock position, up into the crevice, right? Just, here we go. Look at that. So I got 2 little seagulls on that rock that I'm pointing at, and if you look down into the crevice, there's a hole right along just to the right of that. The bird looking out at us, that's what's known bill murre. 1,000 of them right here, 10,000 pairs. And if you could see it down to the south, we have another island called Green Island. And on Green Island, there are 750,000 of these birds standing in one sea stack. It's the largest seabird incubator in the world. Now, if you look at their folks, they only make 1 egg per season. And they had to clutch their egg against the rock. A breeding pair of common murres will occupy 4 square inches of space. That breeding pair will come back to the exact same 4 square inch spot year after year. That's how they find themselves. They're monogamous, but they separate for half the year, which probably leads to the success of their monogamy. But in any case, they have uncanny abilities to perch themselves there and hold their egg against their bodies, and as a result of that, they only make 1 egg. They've engineered some real cool safety features in the egg, and I happen to have one right here in my hand. There is the egg of the common murre. You'll notice several things about this egg. Anybody got anything special? What do you think? It's spotty. Yeah, that's a very important thing. 10,000 eggs out there. You got to know which one is yours. They give it a barcode. Honest to God, they lay an identical egg year after year. They come in all different colors and shades, and that allows them to identify their egg. I got 2 right here. See the little gray ones? See them against one against the grass, and 1 at 9 o'clock high above. Those gray ones look like old birds. They're brand new. They're just born. So those are Herringbone Chicks, and they're now being fed by Mom and Dad. I don't know if Dad does much with the seagulls. I think Mom is in charge of all that. See if we can find another one. They blend in. You got it going into the 8 o'clock position. You got the herringbone. Cool.
يصير منقارة وردي من يجي هنا يتكاثر، ومن يرجع بالشتاء يصير رمادي المنقار مالته.
Carry their fish, and they also will regenerate a new bill annually, and that
على مود يتكاثر يتغير له.
That's purely for seductive purposes. See the white line on its bill? You can see he's a little different. His bill is a rectangular shape. Some juvenile puffins. Anybody with any orange coloration in their clothing, do not make eye contact with these birds right now. They are looking for a spouse for the rest of their life. Sir, can't stand on my seat. There's another razor bill right in amongst them there. See that fellow right here at 9 o'clock? He just left the rock. He knew I was talking about him. He's shy. Daily, in order to get enough energy to get up and down off the island. These are seabirds, so they live on the ocean. Once they leave here this year,
What's that?
at the end of the breeding season, they will not touch dry land again until they come back here next spring.
Wow.
And they'll spend the rest of the year on the Sea. Here, folks, once they're finished and the breeding process is over, they'll leave here around the 1st of September and they'll go back to the open ocean. The puffins go south, off into the warm waters of the Gulf Stream, and they range across the Atlantic
Oh, look here.
from the
It's a
coast
grove.
of Maine to the coast of England. Someone was asking for razor-billed auk. I got some right here, 9 o'clock position. Got 2 of them right there. Nice little regal-looking fellows. You'll notice the white line on their bill. And as we get further along, I'll show you some more examples of them. So the puffins go south. The common birds, they don't. They go north, and they'll spend their winters off the coast of Greenland in the tropical waters of Greenland all winter long. Puffin birds will they'll make their first migration, and it'll take them 4 or 5 years before they come back to these islands. Take a guess where they go when they first arrive back here for the first time after 5 years. Anybody got an idea? They go right to the bar, so you're right. Yeah. They get an iceberg bear and they come up. Now actually, they go to the burrow they were born in. Don't ask me how they know, but they do. So here's a nice look at the common birds again. A seagull cannot swim. It can only float on the surface and can only reach the length of its neck to forage for food. So they have to depend on the hard-working puffin to help feed them. Puffins standing up in the entranceway of a 2-room puffin condominium. Each one of those holes represents the entranceway to a burrow. And to protect themselves and the chicks from predators, which are mostly seagulls, the puffin digs a hole in the ground in the slopes of to get away from their burrows fast. Now, puffins live to be about 30 to 35 years of age. Good hardy age for a bird, and they start to reproduce after about year 5. Now they're monogamous, they keep the same partner for life, and they will keep the same burrow for life. The partner dies, she has about 4 or 5 minutes of mourning, and then she goes and gets another one. They lay 1 egg per season, and of the egg production that occurs. So we're gonna keep a good close eye. Everybody's sharp here today. I never even got to sing my song. Would you like to hear a song? Yeah. All right, I sing for my supper. What are you laughing at? She's laughing at me. She said, "Look, what a rather large man. He sings for his supper. He must be a good singer." Any Newfoundlanders aboard? He's a hip your partner, Sonny Devil. Hip your partner, Sonny Brown.
الأغاني مالتهم.
We're all around the circle. Susan White, she's out of sight. Her petticoat needs a border. She came back, marry me.
My father's making me marry back.
That wasn't bad. About 1/3 of the people sang, all right? The rest of you, I'd like you to join hands now for a moment to see if we can contact the living on this boat here. Try it again. Oh, Mary Mac's father's making Mary Mac marry me. My father's making me. Well, I'm gonna marry Mary for me. Mary's to take care of me. And I'll be feeling merry when I marry Mary Mac. I know a little girl and her name is Mary Mac. Make no mistake, she's the girl I'm gonna track. A lot of other fellas sure to get up on her track, but I think they had to get up early. As Mary Mac's father's making Mary Mac marry me. My father's making me. Well, I'm gonna marry Mary for me. Mary's to take care of me. And I'll be feeling merry when I marry Mary Mac. She's a neat little lass. She has a lot of class. She has a lot of gas, and her father thinks I'm brass. I'd be a silly ass and let the matter pass. Father says he's really fairly. Oh, Mary Mac's father's making Mary Mac marry me. My father's making me. I'm gonna marry Mary for me. Mary's to take care of me, and I'll be feeling merry when I marry Mary Mac. Well, the wedding's on a Wednesday, everything's arranged. Soon her name will change and mine unless her mind has changed. Making the arrangements, it's got me the arranged. Marriage is enough of undertaking. Oh, Mary Mac's father's making Mary Mac marry me. My father's making me. I'm gonna marry Mary for me. Mary's to take care of me, but I'll be feeling merry when I marry Mary Mac. Gonna be a grand affair, grander than a fair. There's gonna be a coach and pair for every pair that's there. gonna be a grand affair, I'm gonna get me share. If I don't, I am very much mistaken. Oh, Mary Mac's father's making Mary Mac marry me. My father's making me. I'm gonna marry Mary for me Mary's to take care of me, but I'll be feeling merry when I marry Mary Mac. Oh, Mary Mac's father's making Mary Mac marry me. My father's making me. I'm gonna marry Mary for me Mary's to take care of me, but I'll be feeling merry when I marry Mary Mac. A yaddle daddle ditty yaddle ditty yaddle da.
وشفنا هذا الطير البفن. إذا عجبكم الفيديو سووا لايك سبسكرايب للقناة، وإن شاء الله نشوفكم فيديو آخر، ومع السلامة شباب.